Oh, man.
All right. All right.
All right.
All right. Oh, yeah, baby. Man, I have no idea what I'm going to do. So this is straight up freestyle. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, man.
I don't think I can finish. Can I finish? I can't even finish it, huh? That's
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead, man.
I can't.
Go ahead, man. Oh. Nice. I like the Super Mario. I couldn't, man.
Oh, man.
I was like, it just caught me off guard, man.
I really had no idea.
But I think it caught you off guard too. Shit.
Did a little bit, low key.
Man.
Okay.
Man, we're recording super early today.
Mm-hmm.
Man. That's probably why you were thrown off a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we're starting so dang early But man, we're here. We're back at it. Back at another one, man. This would be just a random ass podcast, man.
Another randoms?
Just do a random ass podcast.
You know, with the randoms today.
Shit. Hey,
Yeah.
so
It's a full circle random.
What do you mean?
They got to get to the end of the episode to understand how we did this.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we did this, but we did this. It was full circle random, if you know what I mean.
Right. I got you. I feel you.
Some would say it's mega random. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Super foreshadowing.
Right.
Everybody.
Shoot. Yeah, you guys got to stay tuned all the way to the end,
All the
man.
way to the end.
About 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
Shoot. Did you hear what happened this week, man?
There was a whole lot of shit.
Dude, there was a lot. I'm trying not to make it negative.
No, but we gotta address what happened.
Go ahead.
The things that happened. Well, I mean, obviously, the national news of Westgate.
Yeah.
And the shooting that happened there, which was, tragic. Just tragic just because it's like, for what? And, and it's so close to home. And I think like this was like the crazy thing that right after it happened, people don't get it until it's right outside your doorstep. And then now everybody's like, man, I'm not safe. And then, motherfucker, you were never safe. Like the shit could always possibly happen.
Right. It never
you always
left.
got to be on your P's and Q's, man. But like people all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Want to change the way they move. It's like, nah, you got to pay attention to shit right now anyways. So
I think people have been so distracted with, the virus and everything that it's just like, oh, that shit don't happen no more,
Yeah.
But people still fucking crazy, and it's sad, dude.
Documented that shit on Facebook Live or whatever it was.
Right. Yeah. Just crazy, ridiculous.
Sure.
What else was there?
There was a lot. Oh, I mean, shit. Just yesterday, I found out that there was a body in the median of the I-10, dead body.
Crazy.
Which,
now you just told me about that.
If you're not living in Arizona or haven't been to Arizona that much, the I-10 is probably one of the most, if not the most used freeway in Arizona, and especially in the greater, Phoenix area. It's equivalent to like using the 5 or the 405 in Cali.
Right. But even the 10 in Cali, man, is, cuts right through.
Yeah, it's an interstate. You know what I'm saying? But more so like out here, like in Cali, you got 405, you got 5, you got,
yep.
You know what I'm saying? 5 is probably one of the biggest ones because it goes, north and south. Yeah, I mean, for that to happen like on a major freeway like that is crazy.
Crazy. Speaking of the 405, I hate that freeway, man. In Cali,
Bro, the 405 and the 91, bro.
The worst freeways, man.
405 is terrible.
I hate the 405. I remember, okay. I was out there taking my ex-wife to UCL Medical Center out there, and literally had to go like 5 miles on the 405 to get onto the 10. I'm not kidding you. It took like 45 minutes to drive that 5 miles. I was like, this is the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yes.
Like, I was, at one point, I was so frustrated, but then it was like, all right, what are you going to do?
There's nothing
you can do. And navigating surface streets in the Los Angeles area, like, I'm not that familiar, even though I lived out there for a short period of time.
Bro, even
back in 1998,
if you are familiar, like, it's not the best thing to do.
I mean,
you got to be extremely familiar,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Day to day familiar, like, and even still, there's still mad traffic on the regular streets.
There is, but I mean, maybe if you know secret route or not secret, but you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if I cut here, cut there, I could hop on this, you know. Because there's so many damn freeways in California that you can.
It's all freeways.
You know,
it's all freeways,
like interconnected and stuff. Anyway, that was just a little side note, dude. I just that flashback 405.
Shout out to the 405, bro.
But that was probably one of my longest trips ever.
405, the 110.
Oh,
the 110 is trash. The 91 is.
They're all trash, dude.
91 is trash. 91 is pure trash, bro. It's gotten better, but 91 is pure trash.
And there's what, like 7 lanes per side?
On a 405?
Yeah, all of them.
On a 405 is ridiculous, bro. Like,
you could land a jumbo jet on that thing, dude.
For a freeway to be that big, bro, it's always packed.
And that packed?
It don't matter what time of the day, 7 o'clock in the morning, it's packed.
Right.
405 is locked down.
But
now,
have you seen all the like the video and stuff though, like where the freeways are like nobody on them?
Yeah, with the whole quarantine shit. Yeah, I know.
I'm like, nah, that's the time to be driving it.
Oh man, you probably just drive like just to do it.
Yeah, you could be just going inside,
just driving. Driving just to be driving. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go nowhere.
You're like, wait, I gotta take this in, man. I gotta just go on a drive for a 405 just to feel what it feels like to actually go 5 miles in 2 minutes.
Shit,
yeah. So crazy, man. The other thing that happened, man, did you hear about, I don't really want to make this like a Joe Rogan thing, but did you hear his deal he made with Spotify?
I did not.
He made a deal with Spotify. He will be exclusive to Spotify.
Really?
So starting like, think September 1st, all of his catalog will be moved over to Spotify.
His whole podcast,
his podcast. And what's really cool, man, and I was thinking about this for all the podcasts out there, everybody out there who does podcasts, including us, I find it very interesting because they're also taking his video, the video podcast part of it, and putting it on their platform.
On Spotify.
And I thought to myself, I'm like, are they going to start competing with YouTube? You know, that was my first immediate thought. And I was like, because you and I have had conversations before about, competing with YouTube. Like, I feel like there needs to be somebody else competing with YouTube because I just feel like competition's good, right? Like, I think...
Yeah, you gotta, yeah.
Like, Xbox and PS4, Samsung, iPhone. Like, competition's good. It moves things forward, and I think YouTube has been so big and so censorshiped with stuff that we've run into, but also with other people that have run into it, taking down videos, blocking videos, saying,
all kind of shit.
And it's like, now I'm not saying Spotify is going to be different, because they're still a big corporation, but it made me go, yes, like somebody can please compete with, it was so smart, I think, on both sides, really. Like, Joe Rogan is hands down the biggest podcast on this planet right now. I mean, he was the pioneer.
Well,
He gets
definitely one of.
I mean, he gets millions of views per episode, you know, just on his video form. And then, you know, whatever he gets.
He always has great interviews too.
I mean, yeah, it's the people that he has on.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
all. It's
yeah.
But so I think it was good.
shout out
Like
to
it
Joe
was
Rogan.
like because I know he was frustrated with YouTube and like, you know, because he would talk about it.
Well,
He
there's
would
so
be
much.
like,
Yeah, the censorship I think is what
right.
YouTube hasn't been able to figure out a way to do that correctly, and it seems so, like there's no real rhyme or reason to it. It seems kind of random.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so, I mean, again, we've run into issues with that, with certain things that we've tried to do, and you know,
I think anybody who's
getting to
posted something
notice.
on YouTube has run into some sort of problem
Yeah,
along
yeah,
the
yeah,
way,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I don't, you know, I'm not down for censorship, man. I mean, like, if you're blatantly,
not in that type of way, no.
yeah, if you are, like, blatantly trying to do something that's hurtful, harmful to somebody else, you know, that, I mean, I get it. You know, you have to have some sort of censorship, you know, but this just made me excited in the sense of, please, let's have another platform, you know, that to do other stuff on, you know, and especially for us as a podcast, like,
well, now you not only do you have that, but you have Caffeine, which is moving up in the ranks. You know what I'm saying? As far as them, they're doing a lot more live stuff,
right.
so they're more comparable to like a Twitch TV, where Twitch is more geared towards the
Video.
gaming community.
Right.
Caffeine is kind of anybody, you know, anybody can get on there. You're having a lot of podcasts and stuff like that go live, or so they're doing a lot of live stuff. But I know that they're trying to push towards kind of being that number one threat to YouTube, where the censorship isn't as great. You know what I'm saying? So
You have more freedom to
yeah,
do.
but here,
to
but there's a two-sided coin to that, man. Because if you remember the streaming wars, which was basically you had like iTunes, you know, or Apple, you had Spotify, and then you had Tidal come out. You know, obviously Spotify was like kind of one of the first ones to be doing like the streaming music legally. You know what I mean? Obviously there was like Napster and all that shit back in the day. And then Apple kind of graduated to Apple Music,
Right.
where they went away from buying albums to
Right.
more.
To
You're
this-
buying them, but you're buying it. It's a subscription base.
Right.
Right.
Like Spotify. Yeah.
You don't own the album. We still own the album, but you can stream it, blah, blah, blah. And then Tidal came in and said, well, we kind of want to have our own piece of the pie. And they offered incentives. And then they started having artist exclusive deals. So just like with Joe Rogan and Spotify did not do that at the time. Right.
Right.
So Apple and Tidal did. Apple had a couple people who exclusively released content on Apple. Tidal was, you know, basically created, owned. One of the creators was Jay-Z. So they had, you know, Jay, Kanye, and then like they made Tidal, and then he dropped an album on there that can only be on Tidal, blah,
Right.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
basically it just went to like, what everybody figured out was people are going to get the content no matter what anyways. And so all that shit kind of went out the window. You know what I mean? And then the other thing that happened was people started to eventually release their content later on Spotify, Tidal,
Right.
blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So I'd be interested. The reason I say all that is I'd be interested to see if in this deal,
I could tell you a little bit about the deal.
if it's 100%, there's not going to be a later release, because if that's the case, if there is going to be a later release, then it almost nullifies the deal.
So this is the deal. As far as I know, what I saw and read a little bit is it's well, they're speculating on the years. They don't know if it's a 2 or 3 year deal. You know, like $100 million. And it's straight just licensing deal for that period of time. Joe will keep all it basically Spotify's not doing anything. It's just like you're on our platform, solely on our platform. That's it. And we get to keep your stuff for 2 years. After that, it's always his.
Right.
He's always going to be his content, always his podcast, his video podcast. You know what I'm saying? And
but he can't move around and
in that contract. No,
he can't.
He can't move. It's going to be there. It's going to be free
unless Spotify gives him the okay to move around. So it'll never come out on YouTube.
No, like everything will be taken down from YouTube. His whole catalog will be gone from YouTube.
Okay.
They're speculating that like
Kinda like how Disney did with Netflix. They started to take their shit down.
Right,
okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So like starting September 1st, his catalog's moving. You could still, I think, all the way to the end of the year till January 1st, there will be no more Joe Rogan podcast on YouTube anymore.
Okay.
Or iTunes or wherever else that it'll be solely on Spotify.
Okay.
But the video really interests me because I had to like research, or I went on Spotify app and was like, do they do video? There's no video on there that I can tell. I couldn't find any video form. Like I know Apple Music does video stuff. Like they'll put out people's videos. So I don't know how that works. Like
which is funny because I don't think I would ever go to Apple Music to go watch a video.
Right, but I know they have the capability of a video.
They do.
And now Spotify I don't know. I can't see any video. Now, like if you click on a song, there might be something playing in the background. I don't know if you remember that where you'll see that.
Uh-huh.
But it's like it's like a GIF or almost of just something playing over and over and over again, like that 15-second whatever of that artist or whatever. But some artists don't submit anything. I don't know however that works, but I was like, man, so they're adding a video format to their app, basically. And it's free. It will be free. Like, it'll be free with ads.
That's the thing, right? So, like, here's all I'm saying, right?
Okay.
Is cool, that's dope. Like, good for Joe Rogan, man. Shouts to Joe Rogan, good for him. Shouts to Spotify, you know what I mean? Because they've kind of just basically tweaked the things that they've done. They've never really tried to go at anybody else or tried to do anything that anybody else does. They just basically took what we were already doing as consumers, which was finding music online, and made it a stream service. And the rest is kind of history.
Right.
And so shouts to them for trying to do something. But my thing is, on a singular level, when you take one big artist and then you create behind that artist, you create almost a whole new way of doing things. And maybe it's always been available and there's just a certain way you have to go about doing it.
Maybe,
I don't know. But even at that, you're basically saying, oh, we've done this and we've stuck to this, but now we offer this. And you're trying to compete with somebody who's done it. Like, that's a hard thing to do, bro. That's a hard thing to do. It is,
and that's I'm excited because I'm interested in it. I'm interested to see where it goes, and I find it interesting not just because you could take Joe Rogan out of it, right? Mm-hmm. Like what kind of door is this going to knock down, or wall is this going to break down? How is YouTube going to respond or react to it?
I'm more interested. I'm not interested in what Spotify does. I mean, I am to a certain level, because
right? But I mean, there's all these.
We're in the business of this, but I'm more interested to see what YouTube does because that's the way the game works, bro.
Dude, you're talking
MySpace and then Facebook, and then Twitter, and then and then somehow, some way, an element of this comes into this. Because they're like, oh, that shit works. Or they just fuck around and buy the whole company, i.e. Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or Disney versus Pixar. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be interested to see.
Yeah, I'm interested too.
Works.
And I'm going to roll right into something, man, because you brought up a thought. Since we were just talking about random ass shit. the Facebook Instagram thing bugs the shit out of me, dude. Like
We were talking about this.
we were talking about this, but I think it needs to be talked about a little bit more, man. Like, why can you not? Why do you have to have 10,000 followers to have a swipe up?
There's so many regulations.
And then, but yet you go on Facebook. No, they're owned by the same. Facebook owns Instagram. Now I get it's it's the same as like Disney and Pixar. I get it. It's its own company, but it's still owned by Disney.
Well, here's the thing.
Like,
real
I
quick,
want to
real quick,
slap
like,
our
for what you're saying,
podcast
like,
link on there.
What the
on
thing
Instagram.
is with Disney and Pixar, Disney's slapping their name on it. Pixar is creating content, and Disney's slapping an okay and slapping its name on it. Whereas Facebook not only like bought Instagram, but literally took from them and slapped it on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like stories.
Yeah.
Like they took
But it's
from.
it's not
It's
doesn't go the other way.
No, the way that Facebook is done and the way that Instagram is done is very different. Now, it needs to be in the basics of how it's presented to the people, because there's different things you can do with Facebook. But to your point, why are certain things allowed to be done through Facebook that aren't allowed to be done through Instagram, and vice versa?
Right. And it just bugs me, man. Like, to to have if anybody follows me on Instagram, I put up, in the story, I'll do, I have to create an IGTV video.
It's a whole thing,
right? Bro. That has to be a minute or longer. Cool. I can do that. There's no problem. Mm-hmm. But then you got to upload that to IGT. Then you got to take go to your story element, then add a link so people hopefully tap on the screen, say that I put, hey, click here, that can take you to a link, right, instead of just being, hey, here's my video. If you ever want to check it out, go just click go.
Right.
Like, I don't understand the
yeah, whereas Facebook, you can literally slap the video and a link, and
it's dude, like, you gotta
instantaneous from YouTube. Boom.
Go
done.
check out. Takes you right to your YouTube page.
I don't understand it.
I don't get why they do that. Why are you holding back? Why? Well, you guys are the same damn company.
There's so many questions with like social media websites too. Like, not just that, but it's just like the fucking algorithms and all that shit, bro.
Oh shit, algorithms.
Well, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. Is too, like, but it's dumb, bro.
It is dumb, yes.
Bro. Like, I'll tell you this. Like, so the other day I was on Instagram, and it was right after Mother's Day, and it was, I don't know, I think it was like that Tuesday after Mother's Day, and I'm on Instagram, and all of a sudden, bro, like, I'm scrolling, I get like 2 new posts down or whatever. And I'm seeing like all these like Mother's Day posts,
yes,
that I had not seen on Mother's Day,
right,
or even the day after. And I'm going, and then you look, and it's like 3 days ago, 2 days ago, and I'm like, why the hell am I seeing this shit now? Why did y'all figure that a Mother's Day post I would like to see 3-4 days after Mother's Day? Like, how the fuck does that work?
Right.
Who, like, where, like, I don't know.
Yeah, the algorithm.
I'm saying like a lot because I'm trying to figure out what like the fuck is like, and why is like, and why is it like. So how we get some likes. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man. I mean, it's
like
true, though.
Likes and we need more likes and there's less likes. Like, you know what I mean?
Their algorithms are just weird to me,
fucking
man.
Weird, bro.
It's weird. And then
It's like name in a hat shit.
And it's so weird too, man. You go to, it just freaks me out a little bit, man. You go to Amazon, you look at office chair or something, right? And then 5 hours later, you go on there and it's like, hey, you looking for an office chair? I'm like,
bro, like 2 years ago,
dang, man,
2 years ago, I
man.
went and grabbed some. I think it was some 1800 tequila. It was a couple years ago, and it was when I was on the 1800 Tough, and I went. I had my phone in my pocket. I never looked this shit up on my phone. Nothing, bro. I said, hey, man, let me get a bottle of that 1800 Reposado, which is not the silver. It's the next one up.
Where were you at again?
I was in Cali at the time.
Yeah, but you were in a store? Or
I was in a store.
Okay, this is freaking me out already. Okay, go ahead.
I was in the store.
Yeah.
Legit. So I got the 1800. I'm on the way home. So I get home, you know, get to relaxing or whatever. And I open up my phone. I, pour my little cup, open up my phone. I'm scrolling through Instagram. Ad comes up for 1800 tequila. And I'm like, that's strange because I've never seen that ad before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you spoke
Crown Royal. I've seen that. I was talking to I didn't even go buy the shit, bro. I was with this happened last week, 2 weeks ago. My boy at work loves Crown Royal. He loves I think it's the apple.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know a lot of people like that.
He's like Saturdays, he's getting loose off that apple. Fridays, Saturdays, right? So, we talking, hey, how was your weekend? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, man, got lit. Oh, what was you sipping on? Oh, man, you know me, I was sipping on that Crown. So, later on in the day, I'm taking my break. I'm scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm scrolling. Yeah, okay. Ad comes up. Crown Royal Apple.
Nah,
I ain't drank Crown Royal. I haven't even had a sip of Crown Royal in a minute, bro. Right. So how the fuck why? How? When? I think the only reason that the particular tequila that I drink is not on ad is because it's a tequila that nobody really knows about. It's not a very popular tequila.
The one you're drinking now. Yeah. Very true. Yep.
Because if I went in there,
your phone's like, I don't recognize that.
I don't recognize that. You know what I mean?
But speaking of which, man, like we'll be on the phone, and then this just happened the other day, man. I heard this weird alien voice or something on the other. I'm like, what in the hell? And you were like, hey, hang up the phone, man.
Hang up the phone.
We'll start the conversation over again, man. This is on, man. We ain't dealing with that. Man, it's we all tapped into. You got a phone, man. You tapped in, dude.
And not even like on those conspiracy shit, bro. Like that's the way it is. The connectivity is crazy. Right. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Well, like going back to the it's all algorithms. It picks up. He goes, all right, cool. You liking this? Here you go. Here's an ad for it, so you can go buy some.
That's crazy.
It's like, what the hell, man? That's
crazy.
Another thing, man, I want to bring up. So went down a YouTube rabbit hole.
Okay.
The other day, I brought this up to you, but I want to bring it up again. Why? All right, let me go back. I was watching ghost hunting videos.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to remember where you were going.
Yeah. Right? Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Because I got to get your take on this.
That's funny, bro. That's funny.
I had a couple days to think about it.
That's funny.
But I was like, I just got into like this ghost shit, man. It's stupid, corny, but I like it, man. It passed away at the time, man. It was something different than a TV show, Anyway, it's like reality TV in a sense.
In a sense,
yeah.
Sure.
But my question to you is this: why is it just fucking white dudes, white chicks? Hunting ghosts, dude.
Bro.
There's no blacks. There's no Asians. There's no.
Very little.
I haven't seen it. Now, please post a link if there is, because we talked about it. I went and like looked up ghosts.
Bro, I don't think there is.
White dudes, white chicks, man.
And they all had a same. It's either an older white bald dude, or it's a young white dude with the fucking like crazy spiky hair.
Yes, it's the emo.
It's the emo dude.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's the emo dude.
Yep.
Or it's the OG white dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know.
He's trying to help. He's trying to help the streets, man.
And then you have the random white chick that's the girlfriend or
yeah. She always runs the boards and shit.
Yeah, or whatever.
she's
But why do you think
She's
that
like,
is,
Tim,
man?
get out of there. Tim, get out of there. Tim, get out of there. You know what I mean?
I guess my first question to you, man, is would you ever do one of those ghost hunting shows?
You know what? I would, bro, but like, fuck, man, I don't know.
Let's just say, hey, we decide to do a show on the Gray Space where we go once a month somewhere and do.
I would have
would
to have
you do
one,
that?
Like, no, not just at the not just like, yo, let's start this shit up and go see
Yeah,
what
that's
happens.
what
No, hell no. Like, if
what
I
I'm
had a
asking,
lot
though.
more information on shit, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But no, I wouldn't. No, because you don't know what you're walking into. Like, I personally believe
No,
that places are haunted.
Right.
And I don't want to be the one to find out, like, how fucking haunted it is, you know?
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you're kind of like on the fence. Like, maybe
If
depends.
we did the show, if we did this, let's say hypothetically
Yes,
speaking. So this is going to
hypothetical.
answer the other
Yes.
question.
Uh-huh.
The reason, what would happen is if we just started the show up, let's go check this shit out. And we got all the gear and we ran out and did this shit, right? We did some research on, how to do it. But it was our first show and we're going into this haunted house. You know what I mean? And we're going to pick like a legit, like haunted, not no bullshit like somebody got murdered there.
I'm getting hyped, dude.
We gotta pick something good,
do
right?
this show right now. Let's do it.
We start the show. And shit starts going, noises, all kind of shit. I'm out, bro. The show's over in 15 minutes. I mean,
So
with commercials, 15 minutes, bro. I'm gone. There's no. As soon as you like, what is that? Gone. And so therefore,
So would you be like, hey Zeke, I'm out.
There so shall be, and there is why. You don't see a lot of black people doing that shit because we not sticking around to find out. I'm not sticking around to find out. Tell me about it later. I'm good.
Well, okay, that's the answer I was looking for. Because I'm like, I think.
And this is mad stereotyping, but it is what it is, bro. I'm gone.
But it's got to be across. Like, why is it white people though, dude? Like, I mean, take other races into account too, man. Like the Asians, the Mexican people, like
fucking because I'm trying to be PC here, bro, but it is what it is. Motherfuckers will run right towards that shit, bro.
I've
seen
know, dude,
motherfuckers
it's real. It's a real thing.
What was that fucking what's that goddamn prison in Frisco? Is it Alcatraz?
Yeah, Alcatraz, yeah.
And they had one where they heard, like, it looked like somebody came out and they heard. No, dog. Let's go check this out. Like, nah, bro. There was a murderer in cell 15, bro. Like, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm not trying to find out.
Cool. But do you like watching those shows?
I do.
On occasion?
It has to be, yeah. Like,
Just
there's
random
one
here and
with
there?
like the super like emo dude. I don't like that one.
Yeah.
It's just
Go on, dude. You could go on YouTube though and just put ghost hunting or ghosts, dude. It's just lists of of stuff that comes up, man. So, but it's everything I've seen. It's it's just a bunch of white people, dude. Ghost hunting, dude. Like I don't get it. I don't understand, but
I love that shit.
I like watching some of this shit, man. I think sometimes, most of the time, it's funny to me.
Would you do it? Would you do it?
Like,
what would your reaction be? Like, let's keep it 1,000, bro.
My reaction?
Yeah, like if we was in there,
I think you would
go try to find out. Huh?
You know me pretty well that I would be like, I'd be freaked out, but I would like probably stay there and try to capture something.
You'd be like grabbing on me and shit while like nah, Dre, it's cool. Like, no, it ain't. No. I'll be out, bro.
I'd be like, hey, Dre,
I'm like twice your size too,
room,
bro.
dude.
Like, if it was a real person, that motherfucker, okay, I got your back, Zeke. With a
Right.
ghost, I'm gone, nigga. Fuck that.
Oh
I'm
shit,
out.
man, that's
I'm out
funny,
like a light
dude.
stick, boss. I'd have a whole face and shit too. Get off me. I'm out.
You know what's crazy, man? Like, so the stuff that I see, like the stuff that I
I'm
really,
just imagining that scene
Yeah.
right now. Like my big ass trying to run and shit. Y'all trying to hold. It's okay. It's okay.
Right.
It's just
or
the-
you would freak out so much, but you would just be gone, and it'd be like,
Oh, I'd be
where'd
gone.
You might not say
You
anything.
never seen a bear move that fast, boy. That motherfucker ran a 4-1 out the building.
Talk about being ghost.
yeah,
ghost.
shit. Put him on the NFL team. That motherfucker was quick as shit.
So yeah, I think the shit that really freaks me out, man. Like, I think I would be like you in a sense of I would have to do a little bit of research about the place. Like, I wouldn't mind going into a haunted place and being like, all right, let's check it out. But the shit that freaks me out is like the demonic shit, like
Oh,
where
hell no.
where
Nope.
whether you believe or not, like seeing like where people will
Nope.
do like pentagrams.
Negative.
And I would not walk into a place like that, man. Just because the shit that's you open yourself up to
Yeah, I'm good.
in that,
I'm good,
yeah,
bro.
I just don't.
I'm good. I don't even
I don't
want
wanna
to
mess with-
about the shit.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with it because, dude, man, I don't know. I'm just a firm believer this shit follow you home or
Nope.
something, dude. So
Nope.
yeah, I'm good. So, anyways, yeah.
Yeah, let's switch subjects right now.
All right, we'll switch it out. We'll go down another YouTube rabbit hole real quick, man. We were watching roller skating.
Oh,
just
man.
before we started this podcast, man.
Bruh.
Because we were outside, man, and there was
My neighbor
some
had,
neighbor was, and I went, man, this was mine because it was old school. I can't remember the song. What
what
it
was the song? That song was fire too. It was an old school
Oh
funk
man,
song.
I would. Jeez, man, it was definitely like a '90s.
It was you know.
Yeah,
Shout out to Keon Poley, man.
right.
You know.
That was funny.
It was the
man.
one. It was
Yeah.
the one. It was the one.
Right.
The one came on and went like this, you know. Oh shit.
3 days later, you
Right.
you
3
be
days
called,
later.
man.
3 days later.
Hey, it was that. But then I was like, man, that reminds me of the roller skating rink, man, back in the day.
Man.
And then we walked in this room here, man. We throw on the computer and started watching this Man, this shit was
They
just
still doing this
uploaded
shit, yeah.
like back in March, man.
I literally put in, what was it like? Well, I wanted to search
You were
because these white boys
Yeah,
was
yeah.
roller skating that I had seen
That's
on
right.
the
Yeah,
video,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and they were just getting it in.
Right.
And so I put that in and a whole laundry list of skaters, skating videos, roller skating video. It's not
Some of
even
it
like
was
kids.
dope.
It was like grown ass men
It
and
was
women like in
all
their
grown
30s.
people.
Like,
Yeah.
there was a couple like people in their 20s, maybe some older teenagers like 16, 17, 18. But like damn near everybody there was like grown. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Someone was in their like 40s, probably got a couple teenage kids, probably there with them. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, but they was
were
was
doing
in there
their
gigging
thing.
it.
Oh my gosh, man, it was so cool. And then I've never seen this before, man. The where they took the back, on a
It's like a custom skate.
yeah, on the front just had like the two wheels,
Mm-hmm.
and we were like, God, man, your calves got to be
Your
killing
calves
you.
gotta be
And then you were like,
point.
man, and then your core to keep your balance on that, and then
Oh.
them doing this cool choreographed dance, and then
man.
the best to me though were those two dudes, man.
Yeah, they was getting it in.
They were, man. I know you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but man, just YouTube roller
Them
skating,
two,
man. It's freaking awesome.
the one chick that was doing it in the street, she had like the skates with only the wheels in the front.
Yeah.
She was fire.
Yes.
Who was and then there was the one dude, the CEO, I think his name was
Oh
CEO
yeah.
Trav.
Yeah.
Bro, he was
Oh
literally
man.
juking people.
But while moving gracefully,
Oh,
man, just
man.
getting it in, man. Oh, dude, man, it was freaking
It brought
awesome.
back so many memories, bro.
Didn't it?
And
Like
I can't even skate. Like we was talking about. I was the guy at the skating rink. I was playing video games.
Right, and I was with you, man. Like for the longest time, man. All my sisters can attest to this, man. Like would not skate, man. I would play video games,
Yeah.
man, because I was afraid to get them on. Didn't want to fall.
trying to get embarrassed out there.
Right. I was like, I
I'm
don't want to
good.
fall. All the stuff. I don't. Then whatever happened, then
But the skating ring used to be popping though, bro.
from these
But
videos,
from these videos, they still
it's
are.
still popping, man.
Well,
Like,
see, a lot of these
we just out of
but
it.
Where was a lot of this stuff at in
True.
Atlanta, bro?
Oh, okay.
Atlanta,
True.
so the
Yeah,
culture down there is different.
Different.
We're on the
Right.
west, so
right. I mean, but there's still skating rinks out here. There's like
I know,
great
but are they
skate up in
popping?
Glendale.
But they closed the one in Maryville. I can't remember the name of it. Was it Rolero?
I know Great
some
Skate
years
is still
ago.
open over there though, but I haven't been in there.
But like kids don't. I don't know, man. I feel like people don't.
You know
do
what's
that
funny,
no
man?
more, bro.
Yeah, but I went there for. I want to say I went there for a birthday party, if I'm not mistaken. This was probably 5 years ago, though. Maybe 5 years ago, and it was popping. Man, it was packed. And that was 5 years ago, but I still think it still has some kind of following, man.
I hope so,
I
man.
think.
I feel like a lot of that stuff though, like now, is kind of coming back. You know,
I think everything kind of comes
the last year
yeah,
or so. You know what I mean?
But I think everything kind of has a full circle.
minus
of,
pandemic, I feel like a lot of that stuff is coming. Yeah, right.
Right.
And everything does kind of have a full.
right. It
But
kind
like
of
skating was one of those like staples, bro. Like in the community, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like one of those things that just brought people together. Like you could roller skate if you could get down.
But like you said, though, when you back in the day, that's where
It was a spot.
8th grade, 9th grade,
Oh,
10th
it
grade,
was the
11th grade.
spot, bro.
Everybody Friday,
It
Saturday.
was a spot. Middle
you
school,
go and
it
hang
was
out,
going
man.
down.
Yeah, you go
Every
hang out.
Friday,
Yep.
you had to fight your parents. Like I'm going, like you know what I mean. Make sure you had to make sure all your shit was good because you couldn't miss.
Right.
Because if you showed up to school on Monday, and all the shit that happened on Friday, I mean it was going down. It's going down.
Right.
You know, people got broke up with, fights. You know what I'm saying? All
It was just
kind of
an-
stuff.
It was just an extension of the schoolyard.
It was an
basically.
extension of the schoolyard, and everybody was there. And it was just, and it's weird because, right now we're in this social distance thing. So I'm bringing this up in an era, in a time right now that we don't have that opportunity. But it was just a time for like people to get together. Like I think outside of school, you know what I mean? I think, and that's important,
Oh, yeah.
And there used to be some dudes that wouldn't say nothing. You didn't talk to, weren't the most popular. Cool guys, you know them, you knew of them. Some nerdy kids that go up there, bro, like, considered nerds in high school. They'll go up there and, man, they get out there and you be like, damn, Tim. Damn, Timothy, I had no idea. And then next Monday, everybody like, bro, you hear about Tim? Tim was out there gigging it, bro. Like, what, Tim? Yeah, here's the video. Choppy ass fucking phone and shit, you know what I mean? So,
Oh, man.
yeah, man.
Crazy. I wonder what the kids are doing these days, man.
They doing a lot of shit. I feel like, it's just different, more into
Oh, of
like
course,
computers and, they dance, they do a lot of the dance and stuff, TikTok videos,
Oh,
which
that's
is
right.
cool.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It just, you got to be careful with that stuff,
Right.
putting yourself on social media. But, I always get on my oldest daughter because she's always, so let me tell you this. So, I always get on my oldest daughter because she's always dancing.
Uh-huh.
She's always dancing.
She's always dancing.
She's always dancing. So, I'm on the couch. She's in the kitchen yesterday, and she's dancing, right? And I was like, why are you always dancing? And she literally went like this and then did this. Like, I don't know. But I was like, you literally just danced your way into an I don't know. How do you do the whoa and then go into a nay-nay and then say, I don't know? I was like, I said you did a Wayne. I said, no, actually you did a no. I was like, what,
Right.
You always dancing.
Yeah, man. She's always
Like she didn't just
dancing.
do like a
man.
regular, like, I don't know. She was
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh,
Gosh.
man.
Shout
But
out
that's
to
what
your
these
daughter,
kids
dude.
do, man. If you go like, just go to like Target or grocery store, bro, and somebody has their kids, and the kid is like older than 8.
Mm-hmm. They be dancing.
They just sit there and dance, bro, the whole time.
Mm.
They're looking at apples. They're like, which one do I want? You know what I'm saying? Like sit your little ass down. But you know, it's good for them, man.
Of
It's
course,
good to-
yeah. Dancing's freaking awesome, man. That's a
It's
good.
just like singing, man. Just like any type of art, man. If you're doing it and it's making you happy, do that shit. That's what I tell my daughter. I'm like, I give you. Now, when I'm talking to you, we're having a serious conversation.
Right. Don't be.
Now I'm gonna knock you out.
Right.
Okay.
Calm down.
Now I'm gonna knock you out. Stop moving. Stop moving. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, before we dive into our album, tell me about the Geechee album, man. I want to hear your thoughts on the Geechee album.
Man, real quick, man. Shout out to my guy, bro, Geechee Gotti. Super huge fan of Geechee. For those who don't know, Geechee's a battle rapper. Just got named champion of the year.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So back-to-back champion of the year. Shout out to Geechee. Shout out to Ruin Your Day. Avocado, man. They did kind of like a little celebration. So if you guys go to YouTube, you can look up Ruin Your Day. And the guy who runs that site, his name is Avocado. Very dope videographer, director, real cool dude. And look up Geechee Gotti, Geechie, Gotti like Gotti, right? Gotti. Just look up some of his battles, man. He's had incredible battles. And so he dropped an album right after, literally the day after he won Champion of the Year. And just real West Coast stuff, man. Real West Coast stuff. I fuck with it heavy just because it's my type of music. You know, you got the song Ignite.
That's a great song.
It's
Yeah.
a fire song. And the song's actually been out for a while, but then he added Jazz the Rapper, who's
Right.
another battle rapper. And shout out to Jazz the Rapper on this song because she went in. Like, she made the song so much better than what it, like, the song was already fire, but like having the female perspective on that,
Right.
and kind of how it played with Geechee's verses, like fire, like smart decision by him. Hold Up with Calico. He had battle rappers, you know, on his album, which I thought was really dope. And so really dope album. If you guys are into West Coast music, please go check out this album. It's called Out of Nowhere by Geechee Gotti. And I don't know, maybe I think next weekend I'm gonna slap his, and I got a couple of the homies to slap on the Essentials. No Essentials came out this week, guys. Sorry. It was kind of a relaxed week for your boy. So I said I wanted to give you guys the energy you deserve. So next week we're gonna have a fire ass Essentials. It's gonna be dope. Got a lot of content, a lot of stuff I want to give to you guys.
Yep. I just wanted to, give Geechee a shout out.
Shout out to Geechee,
I know
man.
you sent that to me and you're
Geechee
like,
worked
hey,
hard too, bro. He had 15 battles last year.
that's a lot of battles, dude.
That's
If you guys watch battles, that's a lot of battles.
That's a lot of battles, bro.
Yes, a lot of battles, man. That's one every 3 weeks. It seems just about works out to be, man.
To put it in perspective, if you have 2 weeks preparation time, that's considered not enough. Like, to have 2 weeks preparation time to battle somebody is considered like crazy. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's not enough time.
I don't even.
People normally have like a month.
Dude,
at least.
You give me a year, I couldn't even come close to that shit, dude.
That's
it's
crazy.
just it's just like we said on this podcast before, man. I admire that form of art, dude, because I can't do it. It's like watching somebody draw something, right? But they're doing it in a non-traditional way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's crazy.
and that's what it is to me. It's like somebody who, draws dots and then all of a sudden it's like this big map and you're like, how'd you do that? By just drawing little dots all over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so different, and I don't know, man. It's
crazy.
It's a cool art form, and
It's
I really
dope.
appreciate
Battle
it.
rap is tremendous.
Yeah,
Man. If you're,
I mean, I don't dive as deep as you, but
and I don't even dive as deep as other people,
Right.
but I dive in pretty deep.
But it's really cool to watch, and I'm glad you turned me on to some of that stuff,
Geechee,
dude.
man.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Geechee.
Geechee. Shout out to the
awesome,
whole to the whole EFB team. Every fucking bar. You know what I'm saying? Rum Nitty,
Yep.
Jerry West, B Dot, so on and so forth, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Mafia. You know, shout out to the squad, man. Go look it up. Geechee Gotti out of nowhere. Fire.
Yes.
All
Fire.
Let's
All
dive
right.
in.
Let's dive into our album. We have Young RJ
Yep.
and Mega Ran
I pretty much remember every song
Here.
on this album, but
in Residence
shout
of
out.
Phoenix, man.
shout out to Ran and RJ, man.
And
AZ,
name of the album is Two Hands Up.
Two Hands Up.
This is a pleasant surprise.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank
it
you.
was just
And not a surprise because of who they are.
right.
It was a
Well,
surprise.
I don't know Young RJ, but
Yeah.
I knew of Mega Ran. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's more of a surprise just because like it came at a good time.
It did.
It came at a great time.
It really did,
Kind of
man.
needed
Mm-hmm.
for hip hop for my ears.
Yes.
Go ahead. My bad.
And I'm, it's just, I love Mega Ran, dude.
Man.
Like, I really do.
Ran is so fire.
The way he spits his bars, dude. And you said something to me before we started this podcast, and I went, that's the word I've been looking for this whole week when we figured out what we were going to review. And you said, he's clean. Or, no, he's clear.
Mm-hmm.
He's clear. And I went, that's it. That's the word. Like, he is so clear the way he delivers.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's so good. Please go check out just go check out this album, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's solid. There are a couple songs on here that I'm like,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say they're terrible. I'm just like,
No.
not my jam, right?
Right.
And that's okay. Because I think we run into that all the time. I think when we do these album reviews, I think you almost always, it's a rarity to get an album
rarity.
front to back that you're like, I can do every single and I
song,
think
yeah.
those you give a 10. Right?
Exactly.
For the most part, that's what we give 10s to. When you
Exactly.
rock through the whole album, you're like, I get it. I
Right.
get this whole project. I get this whole project.
Yeah, I love
I
this
just
project.
don't necessarily gravitate towards
A
a
couple
couple of
songs.
these songs.
Right.
And they're not bad. It's just something that I'm like, okay, I can move on from this one.
For sure.
And it's really only like for me about two songs.
I think it's just two. I think it's. I mean,
and
as
we
I'm
might
going back
have the
looking-
same two. You know what I'm saying? But
we
we could
probably
go.
do.
We could go through the track list.
Yeah,
if
let's
you
start.
want.
Let's start it off, man.
Oh, I love the way it starts. By the way.
2050 with Abstract Orchestra, which I think are the is the production on this.
It's got to be because
gotta
we
be.
were talking about this,
Okay.
and I don't hear anything like that. There's some other
and if
person
it
on.
is, shout the fuck out to them.
Yeah,
because
dude.
Every single one of the songs that they were involved in on this album
Mm-hmm.
was probably part of the reason the album was fire.
Right.
Not the only reason, but I'm
Mhm.
saying it was one of the reasons that like the songs that they're involved in are incredible. So 2050,
Like again, man, a great way to start.
great
an
way
album.
to start off an album.
It just hits you in the face, man. It's just,
Boom, boom.
awesome.
Incredible production on that song. The feeling,
Feeling.
dope song, taking you back to, that feeling of what made you get into hip hop. And I know a lot of people have done it, but I like this. I like this one in particular because, it wasn't cliche.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It was very.
I feel
like,
that way about this whole album, though.
Yeah,
too.
very much
because
so.
the stuff that they're talking about is real, and they're
Yeah.
speaking on it on a real level, and it's also clean. I
Yeah.
mean, there's,
For the most part.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like it's not that it has to be that way or anything, but I just like the direction they went
Yeah.
with this album. I think it's a fantastic project. So when you said that, I was like, yeah, man, like it's not cliche,
No. Yeah, like that song is not a cliche how I fell in love to hip hop, got involved with hip hop song. So dope song. Algorithm.
Algorithm, what we're talking about really, algorithm.
Fire song.
Right, man.
Fire. It actually, so that's why I said this is a random thing. This is a random show. And it's funny because, we had Mega Ran as one of the artists that we're reviewing today. And then the algorithm thing, like that shit is, and his verse on this, bro, is crazy. Like both of their verses, man, like.
Young RJ, man. I don't know who this guy is, man.
They play off each other well, bro.
Fantastic, man.
2050, I'll go back to the first song, 2050, and that third verse where they're doing the Meth and Red shit, the Jada and Styles back and forth. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, yes. Yes,
like, I
dude.
love that.
Yes,
like,
I love that back
we've watched
and forth.
a couple battle raps.
Yes.
Recently that
Thank
have had
you for
the
reminding me
2-on-2s,
about that. Yes.
And we're like, yo, like we love the 1-on-1s, but the 2-on-2s just bring a different element of that back and forth.
Because you don't hear very often, man.
Coordination.
Yes.
Just playing on words, playing on the style of voice. And,
yes.
Oh man. So
dope.
This whole album, they play off each other very, very, complement each other very, very well. So Algorithm, dope song. Black is beautiful. Fire song. Fire song. Again with Abstract Orchestra and Eric Robertson. Pressure.
One of your least favorites.
One of my least favorites. And honestly, there's just one thing in this song, and there's some high.
Yeah, it's like almost like a female singing, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
it just
know.
throws
It's hard
me
to.
off. The rest of the song is fire.
Because we were listening to it and I was like, this isn't. To me, it's not mixed correctly. Like, it's not the noise that
just that little EQ part, dude.
It's not the noise. It's like it's so high in the mix of the song. You're like,
it actually cuts through the vocals.
and you're like, dude, that needs to be dropped.
The vocals
please.
when it comes
in. Extra.
I'll go. Let me go back to that. It's funny though, because I don't know how many people will hear that. And that's not talking shit about people.
Right.
It's just that
we hear stuff a little bit differently sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, we do. So it's very true.
Extra fire.
And I'm glad you showed me this, dude. Where the Michael Jordan, dude.
If anybody has it, if you don't follow Mega Ran, follow him on Instagram. It's Mega _Ran RAN. Follow him on Instagram. There's a video that he put out. As you guys know, I've been talking about The Last Dance, the Chicago Bulls, aka Michael Jordan documentary. And one of the last, I think it's the last episode, but if not, it's the second to last episode of Jordan listening to Kenny Lattimore on the bus, and he's going in and he's just bobbing his head. He's it's extra, right? It's Kenny Lattimore. How much fucking bob?
Right.
Come on now. And he's fucking going in, right? And so Mega Ran posted a video of Jordan doing that shit. That same, but with this song,
the extra song, yeah, man.
And
it's funny.
I actually saw the post.
Oh, before
I had heard the song.
Nice.
So when I had heard the song,
that memory of that,
all I could see was so it made the song that much better to me. But it's a fire song by itself. Anyways, they go in on this.
Storm,
which you had put on. You had put on What You Heard.
This was on last week's What You Heard. It'll be on What You Heard again this coming up week in the beginning. But I'll put a different song on. But Storm is what I featured last week. This is still one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah, one of the top songs
of
of the album.
Yeah, it's like my top 3 of this album. Fantastic.
The way Mega starts off the song is incredible.
Gosh.
And then
you could rewind that 100 times.
100 times.
I don't know if you get sick of it, dude. Like just the way he does that, man. It's just so good. So good.
Revival. Cool. It's probably one of my least favorite.
Yep. Have you noticed? Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
I was like, never mind. I looked at something wrong. Never mind.
Okay.
We're good.
A little different. Dope message in this song. They delivered it very well.
This is probably my favorite message in the whole song.
Well, yeah.
So
one of the better messages. Yeah.
Or I mean, on this album is it's you understand what he's talking about, but then it it's very relatable almost to anybody who listens to it.
him and RJ.
Yes, I mean what they're saying is like, oh my, yeah, we're all a little different.
Yeah.
You know, and just a dope song, man.
Pray.
Yep.
I actually love this song. I love how they did the hook,
Mm-hmm.
and how the hook is very heightened, and then they get back into spitting that shit and talking to you. I love dope song. Pray.
Yep.
Fire song. And then the 2 bonus songs, Summer Here, which is very, very, very Wu-Tang-ish. I like the song.
I do too. Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Wu-Tang fan.
Right.
I'm not a Wu-Tang hater either, so please don't kill me. But it's a dope song. And shit, they had Slum Village on this, bro. Like, Slum Village. If you're a hip-hop historian, then you know who Slum Village is. And matter of fact, they should be happy that they got on a song with Mega Ran. I'm just saying.
Well, like no joke though. Seriously, I think Mega Ran is so underrated.
One of the greats, bro. One of the greats.
I think
I've seen him freestyle in person, man. I've seen him.
And you know him like. You know Mega Ran.
I know.
I mean, not like personally. They talk on the phone every day.
I met him.
You met him.
Yeah,
and
we've
stuff.
been around same people. And
Right.
Stuff.
So, but he's up there. I mean, he can easily.
Ran is. I've seen this dude freestyle years ago. I've seen him do it multiple times. He was doing the whole show me a card, show me a word shit before anybody was doing it. Before a lot of people were doing it. Before it was popular to do it. Like, he was doing that shit and flipping, bro.
Right.
And he got pigeonholed. Here, real quick, last song, Hip Hop Raised Me.
I like
Fire
Hip Hop Raised
song.
Me. Yep.
I wanted to shout that out real quick. Dope ass song. But I'll finish this. My point about Ran is that he got pigeonholed, as a lot of artists, actors, anybody in the entertainment business does, into the nerdcore gamer rap. Which is a part of which is an element of how he spits, and it's, one thing that he does very well.
I mean, that's how I found out about Mega Ran.
But the Ran
back in the day
that I first was introduced to, he's just a well-rounded wordsmith, and to the point earlier of him being clear, like, he's so lyrical, but he can simplify it without dumbing it down. He can simplify his lyrics without dumbing it down. And he's so clear when he says things, and they punch, and the way he delivers, his delivery is dope. His voice is fire, which is a huge thing. Like, it's having a dope voice and a dope delivery help. I think Ran is vastly underrated. I think he should definitely be running in a lot more circles than he is, but at the same time, look, Ran is doing well.
Yeah, he is.
He's doing well. And I'm glad that he did this album with RJ. I'm glad they did this. I'm glad I got introduced to RJ because of this. It's a dope album, man. It's a dope album on so many levels, man.
Yeah.
So shout out to the big homie Mega Ran, man, Mr. Random himself. Shout out to the whole Writers Guild too, man. Shout out to which is his squad, man. Shout out to Pennywise, and shout out to Rocky Tirade, man. Rocky Tirade actually has a mixtape out too.
Nice.
So
cool, man. Score.
Shout out to the squad.
Yep.
I give it a 9, bro.
I am right there with it. It's so funny, man. It's so funny because we never really talk about this.
I was like debating back and forth.
Between an 8.5 and 9? Or 9 or 9. See,
yeah, 8.5 and a 9. But then, like, for me, really.
See, the problem with me, with really the main problem with me with this album is just some of the features throw off some of the songs. That's why it kind of got knocked a little bit in my eyes.
For sure.
And look, they're not all bad. And it's not like it's just some of it just throws off the way the flow of the song is. So
That's what I was actually leaning like more towards 9.5 because
see, I don't know about that, but
and I'm saying initially,
yeah.
but that and then the two songs
Mm-hmm.
that and really had if they just take that damn high thing off of Pressure, it's
Yeah, it'd be a good song, man. But it, for my ears, man, that just it throws me off every time. Like, dude, turn that down, please, just a little bit.
Yeah, man.
So, anyways, dope album, please.
Fire album.
Go check out that album.
Please.
It's really just an awesome album. So, anyways, man, go and subscribe to our channel, man.
Yeah.
Go do that. Subscribe, like, share our podcast, man. Please share it if you guys like our content. Please go share it. Man, need I say anything else about that?
I don't think so, man.
All right,
yeah,
we
man.
good.
Shout out.
Go check out our other shows. What you heard, you know, the essentials.
Uh-huh.
You know. So.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the listeners. Shout out to the watchers. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us. We can't thank you enough for tuning in, even if it's for a little bit at a time. We are, as we said before, we are damn near on every single podcast station.
Mm-hmm.
So Google, Spotify, Apple,
Stitcher.
we're on damn near everything.
Everything.
So tune in. So
Yeah.
please, if you don't have an ability to watch us every week, put it on in your car on your way to work.
Yep.
Okay. If you're still able to work right now, put it on while you're cleaning your house. You know,
Podbean. I always forget about Podbean.
Podbean.
That's our
Shout out to
hosting
Podbean.
site.
That's where we started. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Yeah, man. So check us out. Thank you guys for supporting us
Yes.
and tuning in and giving us the every little number that we can get and every watch and listen. And we love y'all. We try to create content for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Stay tuned in. We're gonna continue to do what we do. King's Table coming within a couple weeks. New Essentials next weekend. What you heard coming Monday. That would be the 20th, Memorial Day.
It's on Memorial Day. Yep.
Memorial Day at 6 p.m.
Nope, not doing that.
No more 6
No,
p.m.
we're not doing 6 p.m. anymore.
Okay, so it's coming out Monday.
It will be out every Monday.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say a time because I don't really know.
Okay.
But it will be out every Monday for
That's
everybody
why.
to go
That's why
listen
you
to.
subscribe
Yeah, and hit the little bell.
ding 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 ding, so you can get notifications. Then you got to worry about it.
Right. Yep.
Cool.
So there's that, man. Everybody stay safe, stay positive out there.
And as always, this is the Gray Space. Shh.